I'm going to take you through the squad for the All Blacks versus Ireland first test match and tell you how I think the game is going to go. So for the front row, we have Andrew Porter, Dan Sheenan and Tadhg Furlong. So of course Andrew Porter and Tadhg Furlong, we both know how good they are, fantastic players, both British and Irish Lions. And joining them in the front row is Dan Sheenan. He's got 7 caps for Ireland currently, so he's a relatively inexperienced hooker at this level, but 7 caps is still pretty decent. He plays for Leinster, so gets some top class coaching and is an absolutely fantastic player at hooker. And in the second row we have got Tadhg Beirne and James Ryan. Again, 2 absolutely fantastic second rows. A British and Irish Lion there in Tadhg Beirne. 2 hugely experienced players, and will be a fantastic partnership for this match. Now in the back row they have Peter O'Mahony, the not South African Josh van der Flier, and Caelan Doris. But yeah, a very, very good back row. Peter O'Mahony has been one of the in-form back rows in Europe this season, absolutely fantastic at getting over the ball, and he's got some fantastic shithousery as well. And Josh van der Flier, yes, he's not South African like some people think he is, but he's also absolutely amazing, has been one of the players of the year in Europe this year, absolutely fantastic in the Champions Cup for Leinster as well as in the United Rugby Championship. And Caelan Doris, a big, powerful number 8 who's had some fantastic form for Ireland and Leinster over the past couple of years, but they have got some fantastic choices at number 8 to Ireland, and he is definitely one of them. Now in the half-back partnership we have got Jamison Gibson-Park at number 9 and Johnny Sexton at number 10. So a fantastic 9 and a fantastic 10 there. Jamison Gibson-Park has been one of the form 9s in Europe this season, and when Johnny Sexton has been playing for Leinster, he has been absolutely fantastic for them. Of course, Jamison Gibson-Park coming back to play against his country of birth in New Zealand. Now in the centres at number 12 Ireland have Robbie Henshaw, and at number 13 Gary Ringrose. So again, an absolutely fantastic centre partnership. Both play together at Leinster and know how each other play inside and out. And of course Robbie Henshaw was a starter for the British and Irish Lions last summer. Now in the backline Ireland have James Lowe, Keith Earls and Hugo Keenan. Of course James Lowe coming back to play against New Zealand as well, but an interesting one is Keith Earls. He played against the Maori All Blacks midweek. Very interesting to see how that will play into this. And of course Hugo Keenan at 15, fantastic 15 under the high ball, and will be very good for Ireland. Now on the bench, Ireland's front row consists of Dave Heffernan, Finlay Bealham and Cian Healy, with Kieran Treadwell and Jack Conan as the other forward cover on the bench, with Conor Murray as the backup 9, Joey Carberry as the backup 10 and Bundiaki as the utility back on the bench. Now onto the New Zealand team. Please forgive me for some pronunciations if I get them wrong. So in the front row, New Zealand have George Bower, Cody Taylor and Ofa Tuangafasi. So this is a fantastic front row from New Zealand. Of course we all know how good Cody Taylor and Tuangafasi are, 2 very high capped All Blacks in that front row, with George Bower being the lesser capped player, but he does have 11 caps, so he's not inexperienced in this role, but he is coming up against a fantastic scrummager in Tadhg Furlong on the opposite side, so let's see how that battle happens. Now in the locks, a fantastic lock partnership with Brodie Retallick and Sam Whitelock, 2 hugely experienced internationals who have been some of the best players in their positions for a while now, and will be fantastic in open play and at set piece for the All Blacks. Now in the back row they have Scott Barrett, the first of a few Barretts, Sam Kane who's the captain, and Ardie Savea who's playing at number 8. So yes, again another very, very good back row here for New Zealand. They have world-class players all over the pitch, so you should be expecting a fantastic team, with Ardie Savea being one of the in-form back rows of the past few seasons. In the half-back partnership, New Zealand have Aaron Smith at number 9 and Bowden Barrett at number 10. An absolutely fantastic partnership here. We all know how good and experienced Aaron Smith is, over 100 caps for New Zealand. I think he found himself out of the team a wee bit last year, but he is in here and he is starting alongside one of the best players in the world in Beauden Barrett, who also has over 100 caps for New Zealand. Now in the centres at 12, New Zealand have Quinn Tupaea, and at 13, Rico Ioane. I can't say I know a lot about Quinn Tupaea. I don't watch a lot of Super Rugby. He's only got 7 caps for New Zealand, so I don't have much to say about him. But Rico Ioane, we all know how good he is. He does have his moments at times, but he is an absolutely fantastic centre when he is flying. Now in the back line, New Zealand have Lester Fayanganaku, Sevu Reece, and the third Barrett, Jordy Barrett. Now for Lester Fayanganaku, it is his first cap for New Zealand. From what I have seen of him, he is a fantastic winger and fully deserves his call-up to this squad. But yes, a very difficult start for you at international rugby to come up against Ireland. Very physical team and a fantastic team at that. And also, of course, we all know how good Sevu Reece and Jordy Barrett are in their respective positions. Jordy Barrett, an absolutely fantastic 15, one of the best in the world. Now on the bench, in the front row, New Zealand have Samisoni Taukiaho, Carl Tuinukuafi, Angus Ta'avao, Peter Gasoakula, Dalton Papai, Finlay Christie, Richie Mwanga, and Braden Enor. I do apologise for some of those pronunciations. I'm pretty sure I got a fair few of them wrong. But how do I think this game is going to go? Well, this is interesting. So Ireland didn't do so great on Wednesday against the Maori All Blacks, but I'm not sure how much you can draw on that. It's not really the same team, however, as we did see there are some of the same players playing. But it is a very, very different team to that game. But Ireland did kind of well beat New Zealand back in November, but that was at home at the end of a long season for New Zealand. So how will Ireland compete at the end of a long season themselves? This game, I think New Zealand will win this game by about 5 points, and they'll start the test series off to a win. If you would like to see my preview to the England-Australia match, check this video out right here.